All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, also known as the Lashawan Quadash, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation. And that is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man, who only came for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans here in the Western Hemisphere, and also to the rest scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth who look like the other nations, but go back to the Hebrew Israelites, okay, through the patrilineal lineage, through the seed of their father, all right? This is a video, and we're going to play it, and then we're going to play the other video that shows you why, okay? Because we talking about a strike that could potentially have impacts throughout the whole board, across the whole board. That's why I'm going to title this lesson or this video somewhere along the lines as this October the 31st, 2024. This year could be the scariest Halloween ever. This Halloween could be potentially the scariest Halloween ever, 2024. Because this right here that's going on, this could be it. This could be it, okay? This strike could have, a ripple effect, through every sector, the stock sector, the travel sector, the automobile sector. This could have the food and beverage sector. This right here could be the scariest Halloween ever. Usually on October the 31st, you got these simple-minded people that go out and dress up and do trick or treat and, try to be ghosts and goblins and ghouls. Well, this year, this October 31st, which today is October the 1st, 30 days from now would be October the 31st, has the potential of being the scariest Halloween ever. And so much that it's going to be real life, okay? You can have potential purges going on, all right? Because food shortages, because there's not enough of this and not enough of that. So people are doing whatever it takes to get that last bag or whatever it is, okay? House shortages, no more houses on the market, okay? No more places to stay, no more apartments can be made. No more automobiles, okay? All this has the potential impact of having a ripple effect because of this strike that's starting today, October the 1st. And I'm going to let you hear out the horse's mouth how he says in just a few weeks, it's going to be a different look, man. Okay? And this is the union leader, I believe, of this union, the International Shoreman Alignment or something like that. Instead of worrying about his employees, stacking up and getting everything they can, he's actually trying to go up against the establishment, okay? He's trying to extort them, telling them what? That if you don't give us our demands, which I believe is a 77% increase in pay and a guarantee and assurance of automation not taking our jobs, we're going to walk out. And he did it, okay? Now, in this video, you're going to come to see that, hey, this isn't new, okay? You have a port in Sweden, the largest port in Europe, that's fully automated. Then you have a port in China that's fully automated and ran by 5G. Now, America is late to the game, but I believe it's by design, okay? They waited for this exact moment, okay? An election year, everything is lined up just right, it looks like, okay? So it gave you a false sense of security because these port workers, these dock workers never thought it would happen, okay? Now they face with the, realization that it's happening, okay? and led by their union leader, he's got them walking out, all right? And a time where shit's finna get real rough, you know, they ain't gonna have no staple income, okay? You think the mortgages are gonna stop? You think their car payments is gonna stop just because they on strike? No, okay? So, hey, we finna see how this shit play out, man. All right? We finna see how it play out, all right? The longer this thing lingers, the more impact it's gonna have. That's why, you know, I think I'm gonna title this is the scariest Halloween ever, or potentially the scariest Halloween ever. This year, which is 2024, October 31st, which is a few weeks from today, which is what we're gonna let the second video play that says if it lingers on to that amount of time, it can have a profound impact across the board, all right? So let's let it play, and then we're going to pick up the second video. We may talk, we may not talk about it, and then we're going to get a few precepts. All right, here it is. Check it out.
Automated ones. Our Stu Mundell over the Port of Los Angeles, seeing something unfold many folks probably didn't know about. The port is going automated. Artificial intelligence and digital technology are moving and powering commerce here. These are drones. Containers are lowered onto trailers, and within seconds, those trucks drive off. They know where to turn, where to drive, and where to drop off their cargo. They even yield to each other when one crosses in front of the other, and there are no humans in sight. Four-wheel steering, these are cool.
The old supply chain, so to speak, is no longer in place.
Professor Nick Vyas is the executive director with the Center for Global Supply Chain Management at USC. As futuristic as this may look, Professor Vyas says we're way behind other countries.
That's just a small subset of what the automation being adopted in the rest of the world.
Professor Vyas is referring to ports like this one, Rotterdam in the Netherlands, Europe's busiest port, and it's also one of the world's most technologically advanced. Rotterdam officials say they've created a platform that will allow autonomous shipping using sensors placed on quay walls, waterways, and even dolphins. As exciting as the technology is, the evolution of it also has the potential of being very painful.
But the bigger picture, which people don't understand, is the cost and effect.
Mark Mendoza is the president of ILWU Local 13. He represents more than 8,000 longshoremen who work at the LA and Long Beach ports. Mendoza says automation could mean the end of hundreds or even thousands of jobs.
We go to fully automated, it goes down, you say, the membership of 8,000, all these temporary casuals. We can go down to 800. These aren't $10 an hour jobs. These are jobs where it only takes one income to take care of your whole family.
Mendoza says he wants to work with the companies using automation at the port to make sure his workers get the tech jobs associated with running, maintaining, and fixing the automated systems. And Mendoza knows the automation is part of the present and the future.
What will happen to the jobs of today and what those jobs will look like in the future? And the answer is, really, we need to embrace.
Hey, that's what's going on. You see, that's what's going on, and that was the Netherlands, not Sweden. So this is, hey, they say it's gonna be painful, but it's gonna be scary, man. That's why this could be potentially and have the potential of being the scariest Halloween ever, because this is gonna have a ripple effect. Okay, like I said, the stock market can feel the effect by the end of this month. You know, travel can feel the effect by the end of this month because, hey, once the material run out for fixing these airplanes and making airplanes, people can't move around about like they used to. You know, ships get decommissioned all the time and they have to make new ships to go on cruises and stuff like that. All the mirth is getting ready to be sapped up out of this place, man. And rightfully so, man. For too long, this place has been wicked, man. You see? Now it's time to get judged, man. All right? And like I said, this could be potentially the scariest Halloween ever. All right? Meaning what? Hey, Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. You know? Things are only going to escalate and get worse as we get closer. All right? So let's cue up the second video, and we're going to let the guy from the union, say what he got to say. And then we're going to get a few precepts for, after that. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the union chief or the union boss, and the one that's making demands. And he's going to go into it, and he's late to the game, man. All right. He's late to the game, man. Hey, this is a new age, man. Esau Edom is ready to take this thing to the next step, man. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay? You humans are obsolete. It's all about AI, okay? This union, bull BS, it fared well back in the 70s and 80s and 90s and 60s and early 2000s, man. I can remember being at work and you would have a union leader come around every week, it seemed like, trying to get you to sign up, man, trying to shake you down, okay? I had to keep telling them, no, man, I don't want to be part of the union. You're going to need it in case you get it. Because, at the time I was driving, he's like, you're going to need it in case you get in an accident and they try to fire you. It'll be good to have somebody on your side. I was like, hey, I got the Most High, man. I got Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, you see? It seemed like every week they would come and try to get you to sign up to take however much out of $20, $30 out of your paycheck every week, man. That's what these unions do. They shake you down, man. It was suspected that allegedly that, they were backed by the mafia to start off with. I don't know how true that was, but, that's what I heard. But yeah, they would come to the job what seemed like every week trying to get you to sign up to be part of the union, man. Until they broke your will and you just cave in and say, okay, all right? But don't have your best intentions at heart whatsoever, man. And if this guy right here, the union chief or the union boss did, he will understand exactly what's going on. That they gonna move forward with this automation, whether he likes it or not, man, because America is probably one of the biggest import operations throughout the whole land, man. And by having and keeping these people on the payroll, they losing money, okay? Because you got more efficiency, more efficient ports. Primarily, the two that we've seen are the one that we heard, which was the Netherlands, and then the one in China, Shanghai, which is ran fully automated by automation and 5G, is being more cost effective, okay? You had the guy on the video before, Menendez, saying, hey, these jobs aren't just your $10, $20 hour job. No, these jobs are what people pay their mortgages with. Well, guess what? Esau Edom knows that, okay? That's why he got a thing called UBI, or Universal Basic Income, where if you need help, you could come get it, all right? And he ain't gonna give it to you for free, of course. You're gonna have to stick out your right hand and do the hokey pokey, all right? So everything comes with a cost, man, all right? And even your freedom, you see? For you so-called Americans, all right? Even your freedom. You want to be free to move about and to still get your food and to still be part of this man's system. But guess what? You're going to have to receive that mark of the beast, okay? And like I said, let's let this video play because this man goes into it. And you can see how if things play out according to how this guy says, but ultimately the will of the Most High, that by the end of this month, which is October the 31st, things could be drastically different than what they are right now, which is why I'm saying this Halloween could be the scariest one of them all, or the beginning of the scariest one of them all, okay? Moving forward, all right? Enough talking. Let's let this man play.
But today's world, it's changing into the future. They're not making millions no more. They're making billions. And they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men. Because when they made their most money was during COVID. When my men had to go to work on those piers every single day. When everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, Now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID. Nobody stayed home. Well, I want to be compensated for that. I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, well, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve. These people today don't know what a strike is. When my men hit the streets, from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel is not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the companies money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you.
So there you have it. You heard it from out of his mouth. The union chief, the union boss, he said, in today's world, I'll cripple you. You see? And they weren't able to get that contract done over the weekend. So now we are in day 1 of the strike. Okay? So we're going to see how much he crippled them. Okay? Because he said by the 3rd week, you're going to feel the effect. So by the 4th week, which is going into, the last week of the month, which is October 31st, which you simpletons are going to go out there and celebrate a pagan ritual holiday. Hey, you're going to have a lot more to celebrate afterwards, okay? Like what? Not having stuff readily available to you in the stores. The storehouses are going to be empty. Spoken of that in the Apocrypha, businesses going out of businesses going out of business. All right. So laugh now, he gonna cry later. Okay. And hey, Esau has no remorse, man. He has a solution. So he wants this place to fall. He wants this place to implode so he can bring forth that solution. All right. So you individuals, and he said it's going to have a profound impact, a ripple effect throughout the whole, economy. Construction workers, mall workers, car sales, car lots, everything is going to feel the effect, okay? Including the stock market, the dollar, all right? You can see the writing is on the wall. This man is ready to dump this dollar and bring in that new digital currency, okay? This is the book of Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Right. So, hey, you got a big family. You've been living lavishly. You don't work 15, 20, 30, 40 years at this union. You thought you had retirement in the sight. And now all of a sudden you on a strike. You went from having retirement in your sight to now going on a strike with a mortgage to pay, with a car note to pay, with groceries to have to pay for, with bills that's still coming in, because none of that's going to stop just because you're on strike, okay? And if you ain't got money put aside, how are you going to withstand how are you going to sustain yourself, okay? The union going to pay, I guess the union got some money, but hey, to pay 45,000 people to keep them how long? To keep them satisfied for how long? You playing a game of cat and mouse. Can you outhold the government, these other entities, or can they outweigh you? That's what it comes down to. Who can outweigh who the longest? Okay? Hey, this place is right. This place is prime, man. This thing is gonna affect everything. Housing market, the office, commercial real estate. Everything is gonna feel the effect. Everything is already feeling the effect. This is just gonna expedite it and speed it up even more. All right. So yeah, this will and has the possibility or the potential of being the worst Halloween ever. Isaiah 31 in verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. And this is where it's leading at. With this strike, with the potential of crippling the economy, hey, you're going to have to go down to Egypt, man. It says, but what? But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Right. You don't think to look to the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh. You ain't seeking him right now, Jake. Because Jacob's trouble is really directly towards you, Jake. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. It's going to be your trouble, okay? Because you got the opportunity to repent and to what? Not go through these birthing pains, okay? Not to feel them to the extent of everyone else on the earth. All right, because you have a savior. We have a savior. All right? But you don't look unto him. You do not look unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Right? So you're going to be left to your own devices. You're going to be left to go down out of fear and get whatever aid that the government or Egypt is offering you. Okay? And you're going to stick out your right hand and do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You done got marked. Jake, you done took the chip, man. You see? And it's only going to get worse, man. This is going to be the scariest Halloween. All right? And you're going to see. It's going to proceed by the scariest Thanksgiving. It ain't going to get no worse. I mean, it ain't going to get no easier. The scariest Christmas. The scariest New Year's. Hey, it's going to get real out there, man. All the way up into the missiles. Okay? So, hey, this is what it is. Okay? This mirth is getting ready to be sapped up out of here. Okay? Let's check that out. Isaiah 24 and verse 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. Right? Businesses are going to go out of business. You heard it, man. This place is known for primarily importing throughout the whole world. And how do they import? By the way of ships, okay? And if the ports are shut down, businesses are going out of business, man. Okay? Babylon is essentially going out of business, okay? It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. People are going to want to know what's going on. Why can't I get on the plane and go visit my Grammy? Why can't I go to this restaurant and get my favorite, number 9? You see? Why can't we go to the theme parks anymore, mommy? Hey, times are tough, man. We got to cut back. We can't be doing how we used to do. That was a thing in the past where we can go to the theme parks and restaurants. No. Hey, inflation is high. I just paid $50 for a loaf of bread. You see? You talking about some scary times, man. Shit. You talking about some scary times out there. Well, you got to make decisions. Do you eat today, or do you what? Pay a bill, okay? Because it could very much well come a time where if you pay your groceries, you may have to let your phone bill go for a month. Where you have no contact with the outside world, your family members, your friends, or whoever. Do I pay for groceries, or do I get gas for my car to get to work? Do you even have work? Do you even have a job? All this could start to take place by the end of this month, October 31st, what the world deems Halloween. Okay, supposed to be a time of scariness. Okay, but in actuality, it's a time of wickedness. Okay, it says there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, and that's what you're getting ready to see on a large scale. You're getting ready to see the mirth, the happiness, the happy-go-lucky get sapped straight out of the land, man. You see? Shelves are going to be empty. He said you're going to hear about a lot of it during the first week on the news. Then by the second week, you're going to start to see the effect. And by the third week, you're going to start to feel it, man. So, hey, he said he's going to cripple America, and we're going to see. We shall see, as they say. All right? We shall see, okay? This is Isaiah 19. Let's just get straight to the point. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 14. It says, Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right, so this is all the will of the Most High, man. You see? He's causing Egypt to err, which is America, Now they got to make a decision. Do they, feel sorry for these union workers and give them the 77% increased pay and assure them that they won't be losing their jobs to automation in the future? Or they say the hell with it, man. Let the games begin, We got it. We here. We got all the material that we already need, okay? We'll keep some of you, to get the automation up and running. And after that, we'll get rid of you, okay? Because we don't need but a couple, all right? So some of you may be able to stay for the time being. And then the rest, hey, y'all got to go out and look for y'all some new jobs, man. It ain't going to be a pretty sight. So it says, Isaiah 19 and 14, Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And with this AI, this automation that could take jobs from, the most pristine jobs like the lawyers, the doctors, to down to the most, trivial jobs. If you want to say dock workers or port workers or warehouse workers or fast food workers, ain't gonna be no work at all, man. With AI on the scene, shit, with AI and automation on the scene, hey, you humans are no longer needed, man. All right? That's why they've gotten rid of so many of you humans, man, by getting you to take that jab, because you're no longer needed. Your services are no longer needed, man. They moving towards a new system where humans are obsolete, okay? Only pretty much the elite want this whole earth to themselves, man. Okay? They want to be self-autonomous with only robots working for them, okay? Now, if they keep you around, that's because what? You've acquiesced and you capitulated to all their demands and you took that mark. So you pose no threat to them, okay? You're as docile as a sheep as they can have, okay? You taking what they giving you. You don't buck up against the system, they may allow you to stay on the system for a while, man, until they feel the need to cut you off and to shut off your your device, and then that's it. Okay? So, hey, you're going to be at the mercy of them whenever they feel fit that they don't need such and such amount of people. Oh, just click the switch off. That's it for you. Oh, his pacemaker just went out. Oh, his brain chip just cut off, man. Hey, it's part of doing business, man. You see? That's why I said this could potentially be the scariest Halloween moving forward, because this is the first one that could have the potential of being the one that sets everything off moving forward, okay? So, let me see. Is there anything else I can get? Yeah, let's go to Ezekiel 4:16. This is going into, how we would have to eat our food, Hey, this is Ezekiel 4:16. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. Right. So that's going into, that support system, okay? That staff that you lean on, that bread that you need. Jerusalem, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So he said, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. So, hey, it's coming a time, man, where we're going to have to solely rely on Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, and with care. And they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. So, hey, you're going to have to be careful how you spend your last bit, okay? You're going to have to measure. Like I said, do I pay for my car note or do I pay for my mortgage? You're going to come down to making those type of decisions, man. Things are going to get rough out here, you see? And you're going to eventually acquiesce to this man's demands, and you're going to cave in and go down there and get that chip, okay? You're going to go down there and get it, man, because things are going to get too real out here for you, you see? Laugh now, you're going to be crying later. When you can't find your food that you need on the shelves, man, well, come on down. We got some lab-grown meat for you to take home to your family. We got this and that, Hey, it's going to be real, man. You see? And while y'all out there partying it up and having a good time, you don't know what's coming, okay? The majority of the people don't know exactly what's going on right now. All they got in sight is Halloween. I can't wait to dress up and go out. Man, that's why they got to be destroyed, man. You see? They don't want to repent. They thinking about, hey, we just a few weeks away from Halloween when we get to dress up, go downtown, have Halloween parties, and be in the spirit. Hey, all right. We gonna see. We shall see, as they say. And then what's after that? Thanksgiving. Man, oh man, that's gonna be when it really sets in. Where all the turkeys at? And they're gonna be the first Thanksgiving they don't have a turkey. We eating turkey out of a can? Yeah, we gotta eat turkey out of a can, but it's the thought that counts. Then what's gonna happen after that? Christmas. Where the presents at? Why didn't I get my PS5? You promised me, Dad, that I would get a PS5 if I got honor roll. Well, son, the stores are all out. I can't do anything for you, I can't even give you a bicycle, all right? But you can go outside and play in the dirt. You see? Hey, it's gonna get real, man. You see? It's gonna get real, all right? It says, they that may want bread and water and be astounded one with another and consume away for their iniquity, right? You ain't going to be able to get the essentials, bread and water, man. It's going to be hard out here, all right? So this strike could potentially have the effect to affect everything, every sector across the board, man. That's why it's going to be real, okay? This could be the beginning of the real Halloween. Okay? Where things are really scary out there, where they're purging for real. Where you hear pop, 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 pop. Somebody just ran up in there and took your food out your house. They don't watch you. They don't follow you home. And you women, you're going to be easy targets, man. You see? You women going to be easy targets. You ain't going to have no clue of what's going on. Okay? You ain't got nobody to protect you. You ain't got I forgot. You don't need nobody to protect you. You so strong and independent. You know you live on your own. You pay your own bills. You bought into what Beyonce said. Oh, my independent ladies, let me throw your hands in the air. You know, you don't bought it. You don't bought Esau, Edom, lies, hook, line, and sinker. Okay? So now he got you right where he wants you. So now he no longer needs you. Let the purging commence. It's finna be real out here. It's finna be real, okay? It's finna get real, all right? Hey, just sitting here thinking, man. If you ain't under the hedge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, how you gonna make it through this? Sure, you got your wealthy athletes and entertainers, but what are they going to do? They can't go nowhere. Where they going to go? They may hold out a little bit longer than the rest of the people. They may have more resources than the normal Joe, but eventually they're going to run out as well, okay? Just look back what happened in 2020. You see? What's coming right now is going to make 2020 look like a cakewalk, okay? Where you athletes, you entertainers going to go? Who's going to come see you perform? You think if they got to make decisions between drinking and eating, they going to spend their last, whatever money they got to come see you play? To come see you sing? Hell no, man. What you going to do then? You see? Here it is. You got the Lakers Media Day where Bron and Bronny Jr., is preparing for the 2025 season, which they might be playing in an empty arena. People might say the hell with it, man. I'm selling my tickets. I gotta feed my family. I thought we was gonna go see the first ever father and son duo, but it looked like things have changed, son. Hey, it's finna get real, man. It's finna get real. All right, you gonna see it firsthand. You gonna be part of it firsthand. You gonna witness it firsthand. If the Most High right hand Yahweh Shai isn't dealing with you, okay, you gonna get it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai isn't dealing with you, it's gonna show, okay? Hey, that's gonna be about it. We ain't gonna make it too much more longer. Let's go ahead and wrap it up and take it over and close out with 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8, okay? This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. And it reads, be sober. For some, that's just not an option, man. They so enamored with this time of year that they couldn't see the trees for the forest or the trees through the forest. They don't see exactly what's going on. You see? They don't see this. If they do, they don't believe it. They think everything is going to always return back to its way that it was before. Just give it a time. It'll blow over. Yeah, it's day 1. It'll be through by day 2 or 3. We won't even know anything happened. You see? They not always mindful, okay? But we in the truth, we know, man. And we are mindful. We see the warnings that the Most High is putting. And those that are taking heed. And those that are actually doing what's required. Okay? We are mourning. Okay? We know what's at stake. Okay? Everything. The prophecies are coming to pass. And we want to make sure we on the right side. So this is serious, man. This is a serious thing here. Okay? These could very well be the last, lessons that we do on the internet. Just thinking like that. These could very well be the last days that we do these lessons on the internet, okay? Where, hey, you got to get it by yourself. You got to get it on your own, okay? Unless the Most High has a servant of his, put in your walk, you may not have access to these lessons anymore on the internet, okay? We're gonna have to go underground, man. Doing lessons. Hey, we don't know how the Most High is gonna allow this thing to play out, man. Okay, we might be doing lessons in the woods somewhere. We might be preaching in people's houses, but we ain't gonna be on the internet like that. You see? Hey, just thinking, man. Just thinking, like it's really, this is really happening. This is we really here. We really here. The Most High says, ask of me. Or I think that's Yahweh that says that. He says, as of now, you have not asked of anything in my name, but ask in my name and I shall give it to you, roughly paraphrasing it. All right? But we've been asking in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. And look, Yahweh is answering our prayers. Showing you that faith works, man. You just have to be patient. All right? Showing you that he's answering our prayers, man. Everything is working and coming together beautifully. All right? We seeing it. We seeing it. And we got to continue to have that faith and believe. And that faith and belief all the way to the end. It's a beautiful thing, man, to see this coming to pass. And to know that Yahweh Shai is on his way back, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. We could probably be out of here within the next year. You understand? The next year? Like by the end of 2025, this place could no longer be standing here. Wow. Hey, that's deep, man. That's real. That's something really to think about. By the end of next year, what we know today as America could potentially, and we praying that it does, no longer exist. What we know now, it's just going to be a thing of the past. Think about that. Are you ready? Are you really ready for that? It says be sober. Okay? You got to be sober. If so, you ready. Be vigilant. You got to continue to watch. If so, you ready. Why? Because your adversary, the devil? If not, what's going to happen? As a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And it's going to show whether or not you're ready, okay? Whether or not you got your mind put into the house of mourning, all right? Whether you actually meditate and think on these things, or whether you just out having a good time, worrying about the next holiday. This is a beautiful time to be alive, man. And an even beautiful time to actually be part and witness the downfall of our enemy. Okay? So that's going to be about it. Pray some moments edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.